Okay, I guess we can start. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our session this afternoon. It will be around 30 minutes talking about why Catalonia as an European hub for health tech activities and business in the life sciences. It is an honor to have our keynote speakers today with us, three of the real heroes of this industry in Catalonia. I am Roger Costa from Catalonia Trade and Investment, the Catalan government agency in charge of assisting foreign companies willing to invest in Catalonia, and I am here with my colleague Montse Daban from Biocat. Thank you to all of you for attending, and especially thank you, Pau, Nuria, and Freddy, for being with us today. This is the second part of the session in the morning, in which we have been talking about opportunities in the life sciences in Catalonia. We are Barcelona, Catalonia, a European bioregion, a booming hub in terms of health tech. And this afternoon we want to listen to Pau, Nuria, and Freddy, and know more about their businesses in Catalonia and why they are betting on Catalonia for developing their projects. Frederic Llorax is co-founder and partner of Dog Planner. Nuria Pastor is the co-founder and CEO at Human IT Care, and Pau Rodriguez is CEO at MedThings. All of them, as I said in the beginning, the real heroes of this history. Their companies are leading disruption in the sector, new projects, innovation, and they are leading, in fact, the successful story of Catalonia in this industry. So, with no delay, I will kindly ask you to try to answer for inspiring the audience and ourselves. Try to answer to three questions. First of all, is not a question, but please explain us your company, introduce or present your company and explain your projects in Catalonia. What you are doing in Catalonia? Second, and now, yes, a question. Why you are in Catalonia? Why you are betting in our region for developing your projects? What are the main reasons to believe on Barcelona and Catalonia for doing business? And third and last question, we would like you to try to point out some business opportunities and challenge for the coming future. So with no more delay, please, Nuria, the floor is yours.
Well, first of all, thank you so much, Axio, and also Biocat for this opportunity, and also the GIAN event. So my name is Nuria, and as Roger has said, I am the CEO and the co-founder of Human IT Care. Human IT Care, it's a smart remote patient monitoring platform that allows doctors to have a remote follow-up of the chronic patients. They can personalize which kind of follow-up they can do. And more important than that, they can have a connected healthcare ecosystem through medical devices and also a video call system. So, well, answering to your question, Roger, our company was founded 2 years ago here in Barcelona, and since we started until now, we have a lot of opportunities, meaning in this ecosystem that we are here. Mainly, what we have done so far is we have bring a CMR product in the market, and we are working with hospitals not just in Spain but also in another parts from Europe. And why Catalonia? Well, in our case, because all of the founders met here. Here we have a good ecosystem, and also there are like more than 1,000 companies on pharma, on also the healthcare ecosystem. So of course it's a good ecosystem to to really start a business. And also we have been able, thanks to, for example, Axio, to reach some public funds. In total, we have been able to get more than $500,000 and equity-free grants from very competitive grants from the government and also from the European Commission. And also answering to another question, so at this point, we have raised this money and we are very happy because last week we started our first seed round. We are having our first term sheets from investors, but we are open, of course, to see different VCs working on that field. And in terms of our business, what I think that it's important also from the perspective of the ecosystem where we are developing our company, it's the opportunity. So we started working with local hospitals. The first one was the Hospital Clinic of Barcelona, which is one of the best hospitals that we have here in Spain. Also, we are working with Hospital Vall d'Hebron and other hospitals, and I think that this ecosystem, this being very focused at the beginning, so in the market and working with close partners to go further in the development of the product and the implementation of that was very important for us, and I think that this ecosystem has been able to provide that. And so that's the little introduction. I don't know if there is any specific question, Montse or Roger, on that.
That's perfect. We can go back to you in a few minutes. We know, Nuria, that you maybe have to leave before, but if you don't mind, we can continue with Freddy.
Yes, of course. Thank you so much.
Hello, perfect. So I'm Frederic Jordax. Yes, I'm one of the co-founders of Doctoralia. That this was just to put in perspective. In 2007, you remember it was the time when Steve Jobs just made the presentation of the iPhone. No, so we were starting to work in the digital health a lot of time before. Even digital health had a name on that. No? So it was the mobile, the M-Health era and things like that, these kind of words. So we have seen all these years since in the last 15 years, we have seen how things have evolved and how the world has changed to a population that really is digital and a need for digital services all around. In 2016, because of that, we merged with a Polish startup called DocPlanner, and all together we are composing the DocPlanner group nowadays. And since then, we have grown. When we merged, we were a company of 75 employees based in Barcelona, and they were a company of 125 employees based in Warsaw. And now we are a company with 1,400 employees and growing, leading in 12 countries the market of the online appointment and this digital relationship between the patients and doctors. And even now, in 1 year, we have been able to launch a successful video telemedicine tool for doctors and medical centers that has had about 3 million users in 3 million visits in all this time in only 1 year. So as a group, we really have succeeded, and we are very proud of that. And well, one of the interesting things here is that we started everything here in Barcelona as a small startup with 3 guys sat on a table, looking to the future and telling ourselves, okay, sooner or later people will use the internet to manage this relationship with the doctors and healthcare providers. And this will not be only here in Spain, probably around the world. Another interesting thing that we did was going first of all because of the language and because of this let's say ubiquity that internet has. We launched our services in Latin America. So in this part of the opportunities that really can have if you really had in your mind moving your startup to Barcelona. One of the big things is that in Latin America we are seeing in Spain like a very very proper country, let's say. So it's not so difficult. Even I would say it's easy to build this bridge with Latin America from Spain, much easier than in other places, for instance. Another interesting thing that why we are here based in Catalonia, that is an issue that I was forgetting, is that let's say that if you consider that the headquarters are where the CEO is, our Polish CEO is based in Barcelona. No? So we were able to convince them to move all our Polish managers to move here to Barcelona, and not only that, but we have also the two heads of the R&D that we are doing, of the developers we have, are based in Barcelona and in Warsaw. So that means that we are nowadays a company that really is reinforcing this Barcelonian identity in some way, because we are based in a city that is very attractive for the talent. Not only we have talented people that really goes to great schools, not business schools or technical schools or engineer schools, but also is a nice place to come to live and to live when you are outside of your job, let's say. So and this is another interesting thing. This cosmopolitan people that comes here, and this diversity and this open-mindedness that we can find here is really very attractive for developers and for people that really is used to live in another kind of environment. So and the other interesting thing is that even working with customer service, we have been working for years with customer service for Latin America, based here in Barcelona, because it was easy to find people from any nationality. In the planner, we have people of more than 25 nationalities nowadays. That really gives you an idea that how easy is getting talent. In some way, we like to think that we are like Football Club Barcelona, if you want. Okay, so we are trying to pick talented people to attract them to our project that really is in the digital health arena. That is one of the, I think that is one of the top industries nowadays, and it will be. And this is the part of the opportunities that you were asking for. No? So there is a big opportunity, not only with the hospitals and with the grants that Nuria mentioned, but also trying to develop great relationships with companies established here that are looking for innovative solutions. There is let's say a digital industrial tissue really alive and growing, and this is a nice place to be, even if you are a VC. Not much better than being in a cloudy or windy place to stay. There are many initiatives growing, and I think that really being in Barcelona has been an advantage for us, not only as Dr. Alia, but also as Doc Planner members. So.
Thank you, Freddy. So, Pau, it's your turn.
Yeah, thanks everyone for the organization and the chance to explain a bit our project. So we're an AI company that is focused in stroke triage. So basically what happens is that if you know somebody who suffered a stroke, you will know that time is brain. Time to treatment is fundamental. But the problem is, the struggle is that to do this diagnosis or this triage, you need advanced medical imaging that is not always available in all of the hospitals. So more than 50% of the hospitals worldwide don't have access to this advanced medical imaging. So what we've built is a software that is able to triage a stroke only with a simple non-contrast CT that is available in every hospital worldwide. On the one hand, we're able to, let's say, identify a potential stroke earlier, but we also reduce time to treatment, being able to send the patient to be treated in the most available hospital. So that's exactly what we're trying to do, to enable every hospital in the world to triage a stroke timely. So why Catalonia? Obviously, we're from Barcelona, but it happens to be also one of the best places in the world in terms of stroke management. So we have a very good network, and they're very well coordinated. Also, we have many hospitals that have a long list of publications in the space and are very well known in stroke management. So this helped us to understand very well the pain and how could we build the right product to actually solve this pain. Obviously, we will be able to do clinical trial here that we're working on, and this is a great space to do this. But certainly we have a global vision. So we're really involved with key opinion leaders across the globe, not only in Europe, but also in the US and Latin America. And this is very important for us. So Barcelona is a place where we can start piloting from the beginning to get a very good understanding of the issues and the challenges we're facing. But we need to scale. We don't want to stay here, and we involve people from across the globe. And if I have to say, when I would think about how to encourage somebody, which are the challenges that Barcelona may face, is that particularly now with COVID, we can all work remotely and wherever. And Barcelona is a great place to live, to work. And also more and more is a place where people from around the globe come here to live and to spend some time. So I think this is relevant. For me, Barcelona is not a place from people who live here, but whoever comes here is their city. So I don't care if the mayor of Barcelona comes from Germany, it's totally fine for me. But what is important is that they understand Barcelona, understand the philosophy, understand the vibe, and are part of this process. So we are based actually at Pier 01, that is a hub of certain startups. And this is fabulous because we speak with startups in many different industries. We engage with them. We're very close to the sea. And yeah, I really need to be thankful to BioCat, Axio, the city council, everybody, because many people in Barcelona are making an effort to make of Barcelona a great place to build companies. And I think they're doing a great job. So this is important. And probably the last thing I would say is the need of let's say that we have very good business angels here and people that know very well the industry. We have several funds that can give you this first stage of development, but it's great if more, not only investors come here, but also successful companies that can help to reiterate the process and to help the entrepreneurs that are here. So I think that we're in the right track, and you're more than welcome here to Barcelona. If me or whoever can be of any help, just reach out to us. We're really happy to do so.
Well, thank you, Pau. Thank you, Freddy. I don't know if Núria is here now. I'm Daban from BioCat, the Bio region of Catalonia, and I'm also very pleased to be here and just trying to ask the last question to our speakers. I'm afraid that Núria had to leave before the end of this session. It's at a certain point, it's understandable. It's been a very busy day. It's the last, almost some of the last sessions of the day. But we are really happy to have this event in Barcelona, and not only because, as Freddy and Pau said, this is a vibrant, very welcoming city for all the businesses. We are very friendly for people and business, but also because we are thrilled to see that this booming this digital health sector is also encouraging so many entrepreneurs and so many different people from abroad to come here and also do their business. So thank you for being here. You're clearly a success story for us. So now the question I would like to ask you both is a little bit related to what Pau was mentioning now at the end, and also some words that Freddy mentioned too. To which extent the fact that you are in a quite small, let's say, hub, but very densely packed with all the ingredients, very connected and well connected within and also abroad, to which extent this is that's facilitated or that has encouraged you to work on this sector and have made things easier for you on that regard, having all the investors, science parks, etc. So I think this is something that you can also probably share with us.
Well, if you want, let me start. As I'm the oldest guy here in the room, of course there is all the need that now we have everything that that we can have. There are places where you have entrepreneurs. I am a Barcelona Health Hub ambassador, so I know that there are many startups around based in great places, not only Pier 1, that is the traditional one for startups of any kind. So there are even science parks that we have a historical tradition of public funded scientific parks that really help a lot to grow biotech startups and with great initiatives. And even we are seeing that there is starts to have money, and we are in a point where when and this is real. So I just met Pau because I asked him about a question, a technical issue, maybe 2-3 weeks ago. So at the end of the day, when you say the word ecosystem, it's not about having companies with nice places to visit in a park. So it's about having people that really is involved and really can give you a hand in one moment, are people that really can support you. And people that really understand and know where are you now and where are the next steps, and that can help you a lot. So for me, we are in the sweetest moment in Barcelona just to launch, to invest, or even to buy or to recruit in the digital health arena. And I would say in the biotech too. So I have invested in biotech recently from the Aortix, that is an EQS startup. So there you can really choose and find great places, great spots in the industry, because there is an industry. So anybody can come and realize that probably we are. As you said, I really enjoyed very much. Monse, you said it's a small place. This is a very small place. This is great, but this is great. So it's like a small town when you know everybody, you can meet everybody, so you don't have to go to far away on the city. So we are in a 10 kilometer square area, and you can find whoever you want in this space.
Well, I can confirm that, because I'm going to share something that was not supposed to be shared, but while we were waiting in the lobby, you just started to exchange some information about a practical tip about something, power needed, or you provided, and that's exactly what happens here. So almost everybody knows each other, and this is amazing actually. And for BioCat, connecting these 1,200 companies and almost 100 research organizations and hospitals and large infrastructures, but at the same time being, this high level of connection. I think this is one unique value that we can exhibit and showcase as a city. Now, I am not going to a city and a region, of course, because in terms of region, we are 7.5 million inhabitants. We could be like one of the medium small countries in Europe, but at the same time, this hub has this connection that is really remarkable. And I'm not going probably to ask you the same thing, but I would like to ask you, what would you tell to entrepreneurs that want to come here? Which are the things that you would have liked to have learned before coming, or before starting, or before initiating this adventure of yours?
Well, I mean, I think that building a company is very tough. But when you have somebody that already went through the process, and you have this guidance, is very important. So what happens in the US is that if you have an idea, or you very quickly get access to many people, and you're able to speed up the process very quickly. So Barcelona more and more is creating this network of people, and is easier to move. So the challenge is to identify who are the key people that can help you navigate in the space. So the sooner you find these people or this space, the quicker you will grow, and the quicker you will be able to do things. So it's very important to connect to the node, let's say, to plug into the system, and then identify who are these key people that can make you, because now companies must execute very quick. So, well, as in stroke, time is brain, let's say, and you need to build a very good team very quickly, because otherwise you cannot waste time. And if you start thinking and bouncing around and you don't get traction, then it's complicated. So I would ask very well who are the key people you need to know, which are the places, because the biggest challenge is to know the process from the beginning to the end, and seeing at each stage who do you need to achieve what, and be sure about having this map of people that can help you be successful, and the risk to a certain extent. For us, it's crucial. I mean, we have several business angels that are very, very relevant in the space. We have Nina Capital as an investor of ours, and they have helped us to navigate a lot of this space. So it's not only the combination of the clinical space, but also the management side and the talent, and combining all of this is relevant.
Well, thank you very much, because I think these are very useful tips. I don't know if Freddy wants to add something, but I also have a couple more questions, very quick questions for you both. So I don't know, we have still 5 minutes left. So probably we can add something at the end, but just two curiosities or two, I think, relevant things at the end. One is that you are representatives of the digital transformation, the word that everybody is using for the recovery, the resilience, for the preparation. So everybody's talking. We also connect that to the COVID crisis. We discussed that with Freddy the other day. Despite being one pandemics of the 21st century, some, for example, Nature, some papers, or even, the experts say that it's been treated like a pandemics of the beginning of the 21st century, like the SARS from 2002. So the problem is, how can you expect this to be accelerated if central things like the data management, data governance, data sharing, all these kind of things that sometimes have to do with regulation, with the European landscape, with regional landscapes, with member state landscapes, are not addressed properly. So what's your, is that something you are, as a lobby of a sector, trying to work on, or which is your expectation in that regard?
Well, we have launched just before the COVID, the Barcelona Health Hub just made with SADE Business School a work of recopilation of all the telemedicine initiatives that had been launched in the last years in Spain and from Barcelona, mostly of them. And well, it was like a prophecy. So at the end of the day, we have realized that the only thing that made us different from the Spanish flu pandemic has been, for one side, the vaccines, the ability to have an effective vaccine in 1 year, that is magic, and the other thing is the internet, the ability to be connected through a network that didn't exist and to have a lot of information, and even not treating presentially, physically patients. So we are now experiencing this aha moment about, oh, finally, all these pilots, all these projects on telemedicine, telemonitoring, big data, artificial intelligence based on this big data that really finally is merging, all this technology that really is ready with people like Pau, and is now finally in the point that should be, that is facing the governments, facing the companies, and telling them, hey, I was telling you, I'm here, let's work for the next pandemic that will be, because we are living in a connected world. So now we are trying to push it, and from Barcelona Health Hub, but I would say from all the industry that of startups, small, middle size, big size, everybody. For us, it's a great moment, because it looks like finally, we have the tool ready for really moving forward. No? The only pity is that maybe the governments are not so, or are reluctant to work with startups. That is something that, for instance, it's easier maybe with companies, with big companies, with the old traditional companies.
We have 1 minute left for Pau just to say goodbye.
Sorry.
No, very quickly. Very quickly. So for me, there are 3 things that are very important.
Yeah.
The first one is empathy, because we're all learning. The entrepreneurs are learning. The hospitals are learning to manage. The administration is learning. So we're all learning how to manage all of these. So we need to understand that we need to work all together for the best good, and we need to put on the table what everybody brings and problem solve together. This is not a matter of imposing anything. It's a matter of trying a win-win and understanding that. The second one is leadership that comes from everywhere. It's not the CEO of the company, and it's not whoever takes the lead in this, but is how can I help? How can I contribute to solve this problem? And comes from everywhere. And this is very important, that everybody needs to play a role and they can see where to help. So I see this a lot with COVID. Everybody tries to understand what everybody needs and tries to help. So it's very important. And the third one I would say is that we have a lot of support among, in my case, with a lot of CEOs of European startups in terms of how the regulation is changing. Okay, which consultants are you working with? Which notified bodies? How are we facing this? Because at the end of the day, there's not even really competition, even with your direct competition, because you end up solving these problems. The world is huge. There are many things to solve. So I think that Europe faces the world in general, but we need to be generous. We need to work hard. And if we all bring together from our side, I'm sure that we will have very, very interesting years ahead. And I'm convinced that we will do a great job altogether.
Thank you, Pau. And great words. The last word will be, how can I help? So yeah, you said the last words for this session. I think we thank you very much. It was very interesting to hear you, and we also thank all the attendees that are still there, just listening to us, and please ask questions whenever you want by any channel you might, because those are great guides.
It is not worth to say that the audience has the contacts on the platform. Of all of us.
Yeah, they'll be available for answering whatever you might ask about that. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye-bye. Thank you.